Hey guys, welcome to the second video of the 101 to investing in crypto series. And in the last video, we ended with this flow of investing into BTC, ETH, or SOL and what we'll be doing. So now let's start with the first part of this flow, that is buying crypto on Binance. For that, let's just go to Binance and let's just sign up. We do not have an account. And then let's continue with Google. I'll just use my new account. Continue, continue, and welcome. So, do you have an invite? No. Let's just go without that. Then I'm from India, nationality India. I'll just choose driver's license. Continue. You can just scan the QR code to verify from phone. I'll scan the QR code and I'll verify from my phone. Now we just are completing the KYC process, entering our PAN number, and we are done with the KYC process, which is under review. We'll get it in estimated 15 minutes. So once your verification is complete, you'll be over here at the main page, and now you can start buying crypto. So let's just go on the buy crypto section, and over here you can simply enter the amount of crypto you want. For example, I enter 10,000, I'll see how much USDT I'll receive, 102. You can directly buy BTC or Ethereum as well. This is how much you'll receive. For payment method, you can use card, you can use UPI, you can use IMPS. For USDT, you have multiple other payment options as well, like the digital e-rupee and a direct bank transfer. So this is how you'll be basically entering the world of uh, crypto through basically uh, using the Binance exchange to convert your INR into USDT. And then we will be using USDT as our principal currency to invest in another cryptocurrencies and in another asset classes throughout the series. So the step one is to convert your INR or any other fiat currency into USDT. There are two ways you can do this. Let's just go on the tally whiteboard again. There are two ways you can particularly do this, which is first buy crypto USDT or USDC from the Binance exchange using fiat, or you can do this by buying from your friends in the space. For example, your friend is Siddhan Singh. You come to Siddhan Singh and you're like, I'll give you 10,000 rupees. Can you give me 10,000 rupees worth USDT? And I'll do that for you because I am your friend and that's how I'm generating goodwill. Now, let's look at other things on Binance that we need to take care of before using Binance to invest in cryptocurrencies. So, this is something called P2P where you can this is something called P2P where you can buy directly from another people on the Binance exchange. It is primarily not recommended, but yeah, this is something you can do. Let's particularly look at the deposit tab. So in the deposit option, you get buy with INR through P2P or directly buy with INR, what I showed you over here. And you get one more option, that is deposit crypto assets. This is how you actually receive from your friend. So for example, you gave 10,000 rupees to your friend and now you want to receive those assets. So over here, you select your coin, USDT, and for simplicity, we are selecting the Ethereum network at this point of time. So now you tell your friend that this is my address, I'm copying it and I'm sending it to you you send me 10,000 INR worth USDT on this address on the Ethereum network. What I mean by on the Ethereum network over here is that your friend would need to pay a gas fees in Ethereum to do this transaction. So imagine you were doing this transaction instead of your friend, then you would be paying a gas fees to do this transaction. That is what I mean by using the Ethereum network over here. That is what you have to understand while investing over here. That's why I was stressing at this point. So this is one way you can deposit crypto over here. Then how can you withdraw crypto? So you can withdraw crypto into your wallet. So like I was telling you before that we'll be buying crypto assets on Binance, but we'll be sending those to our Rabi and Phantom wallets. So how do we do that? We select our asset. For example, I have Bitcoin in my portfolio right now. I write the address to which I'm sending, and then I also write on which chain I'll be sending, which network I'll be sending, and I would need to pay a gas fees in that network to do this transaction. Now, before buying Bitcoin, there's one more nuance you have to understand. So, in the last video, we understood what an exchange is, we understood what a wallet is. Now, Binance is an exchange, but Binance also has a wallet to itself, which is the Binance wallet. And it is recommended that you if you're not sending your assets to Phantom or Rabi, then you hold your assets on the Binance wallet instead of the Binance exchange. Now, how do you create a Binance wallet? It's the same process. You have already created an account on the Binance exchange. You download the Binance wallet extension, and then you create an account with the same Gmail ID over there. I have already done that. Let me show you that in the extension. So this is in the extension where you can see the assets, you can see my Binance wallet, I can send over here, I can receive over here. And what is primarily recommended is that first you send your Phantom or Rabi assets to this wallet and then transfer it to the exchange. Over here, I would need to, on the web version, first, I would need to use the Binance wallet on my extension and the Binance exchange on the app. But on the mobile version, my wallet and exchange are there on the same app. So basically, when I open the mobile version, on the top of the bar, there will be two options: exchange, wallet. When you click on exchange, you'll have the exchange interface and your exchange assets being loaded. When you click on the wallet, you'll have your wallet interface being loaded. So you can use it seamlessly over there. Here, it looks a bit cumbersome, but it is pretty simple out here. So that's one more thing to note. Now let's buy BTC, uh, the first asset that we are buying. So it's totally simple. I over here I see BTC. I see the current price of BTC, which is 89 K, and then I click on BTC. I get redirected to a page where I see these complex charts. I see the order book and whatnot. I see a lot of lines. We, at this point, are starting out our journey. So let's not think about this and let's talk about how we buy BTC. We'll do the analysis later on. You can just see over here: buy BTC, sell BTC. Simple, right? There's a minimum amount. We write the amount of USDT we want to use to buy or sell BTC. For example, I want to buy 100 worth or I want to sell $10 worth. I can do that. Click on buy BTC, click on sell BTC, and I'll be done with the transaction. So, yeah, it is that simple. It is that easy. And this is what you need to know about Binance to start your journey. Let me just draw a flowchart of what we did today in this tutorial. So, we started with making an account on Binance. We started with this. Then, after this, we converting fiat to USDT, USDT, and we explored two ways over here. One was buy on Binance, other one was buy from friends. Buy from friends. We saw the flow of both of them. The flow was pretty simple. Then after that, we understood Binance Wallet and Binance Exchange. Binance Wallet and Binance Exchange. And at the end, we understood how to buy BTC. Buying BTC. In this whole process, we also understood how to deposit crypto and withdraw crypto from Binance Exchange. So typically, where did we learn this? We learned this somewhere in middle. So let's just try and head up over here. So this is what we did in today's video, and this is the amount of knowledge you need to have about Binance to actually start your journey. Rest can be figured out on the go, and we will be covering that in further tutorials. And specifically in the next two videos, what we'll be doing is to set up Phantom and set up Rabi and buy our first position in Solana and buy our first position in Ethereum. So these are the two things that we will be covering next. We have already bought our first position in BTC in this video. That's it for this video, guys. Meet you in the next video. Bye.